The reason why I wanted to join CG was buying from wholesalers wasn't a viable option anymore. The market was contracting, interest rates had doubled, so I realized I got to create a system myself and to find more profitable deals. One of the most tactical things that I learned at CG was the marketing component. The way one of the instructors broke down marketing was talking about how many leads does it take to a contract, what's the cost per lead, and what's the cost per contract. That formula gave me confidence to spend that $10,000+ a month because I knew that, hey, it cost me $2,500 to $3,000 a contract. And then if I can make maybe 15 grand, hey, every time I spend 3 grand, I could make 15 grand. So I didn't know what that formula was. Sometimes I got a deal, sometimes I didn't. But now that I have a formula to follow and an industry KPI to follow, I now just have to follow the plan. The moment I realized that I was ready for Select, from the first time I attended, it was a lot of information. I was almost information overload. And then the second event, it was less information. And the third event, it was less information because I think I implemented the foundation. They kind of really harped on the foundation. And then by the fourth event, it was just more about, hey, I'm already executing. What's the next step after I've executed the things that they taught me for a year? The biggest difference so far between Elevate and Select is Elevate to me feels more like grad school. It's kind of like a curriculum. Follow this formula. This is the roadmap to have the fundamentals of running a real estate operation as a business. So far, what I've gotten in Select, it's only been my first day, which is, what the possibilities of your business could be. As far as scaling as a leader, it's whether it's focusing on branding. It's really up to me and the individual where I want my company to go. The 1 to 2 people that were very impactful in my time at, CG Elevate is Jacob. He was a member. He just got, I think, promoted earlier this year. We were having dinner after the CG event, and I was telling him how I had all these VAs and I thought I was cool. But I said, yeah, I'm not doing sales anymore. He goes, Alan, are you tired of sales or are you more tired of unqualified leads? And I realized I was really good at sales, but I just didn't want to talk to any more unqualified leads. So what I learned in that moment is if I got unqualified leads and got back into sales, that was going to increase my deal flow. Operating in my strengths, then my weaknesses was managing people. In addition to that, another person that helped me in CG, Brian Snyder. Brian kept saying this in the first 3 events that I attended, but it didn't resonate till the 3rd or 4th event. He kept saying, if you're good at sales, you hire for operations. If you're good at operations, hire for sales. And I hired someone to do what I was good at, and they were less qualified than me to do what I was already good at. So what I realized, wait a minute, I need to just get back into sales. And once I did that, operating in my strength once again. So getting qualified leads, and then me operating in my strengths, going back into sales, and which helped increase my deal flow as well. Someone was on the fence of joining CG. It's a bigger cost to not join CG than the cost of the membership. For example, in 2024, last year, there was a lot of changes going on in the market. Interest rates were still high. Market was correcting downwards. My cash conversion cycle was double. It was, instead of it being 3 to 4 months, it was 8 months to 12 months. I had multiple hard money payments. I had a lot of overhead and low profitability. With certain key vendors that helped me, shout out to Simple CFO, they were able to go through all my finances. I was able to cut costs by $80,000 from my business. If I just got rid of that, there was my profitability. Number 2, I was also able to build a relationship with the general contractor that's part of CG that is a project manager and manages contractors on my company's behalf. So finding someone that could do all my renovations that actually thinks like an investor and not just following orders. They understand what's gonna help the house sell. So getting key relationships, and then also getting the right vendor for marketing. The value that I've gotten from being part of CG with the vendors, having the community to back me anytime I needed something, and just always having that support way supersedes the cost that I pay for the membership of CG.